Ladies and gents, welcome to something a little bit different. It's still a game preview, but I thought maximise the fans, maximise the inclusive, players-own community here. And we got our Tottenham stalwart. Let's go with that.
Mate,
Tottenham fan, Charley here to preview the big game. Saturday early kickoff, midday kickoff at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. United travel to Tottenham. Both teams looking to bounce back. A tough loss for you guys last week. A draw that felt like a loss for us last week. It's all to play for.
Yeah, both teams looking to bounce back after recent poor league performances. I think especially we bounced back a bit in the week.
Yeah.
But it's obviously a different ball game, Premier League, and it'll be nice to see the repeat of the good old Europa League final. You know what
He's
I mean?
running for a reason, isn't he?
The good old top here, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, I had to put this on for a reason.
Flex it
But that
early
man
on.
again, John Turner again, ole. Like, I'm telling you, bro, that's my guy. But yeah, man, looking forward to it.
It's going to be a good one.
It will be, man. You know what? I'm feeling a lot of goals, bro. I'm feeling like the cup game that we had last season, 4-3.
A bit like that.
Yeah, maybe not as many, but I'm thinking maybe definitely 4 goals. I reckon. It's gonna be tight. Tight. I know what people think.
Yeah.
I was looking today on the internet, and the prediction was 39% United to win, and I think it was 36% Spurs. I was like,
Oh, really? Like that?
yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't think it'd be like that. No, I thought it'd be
Me
the
too.
opposite.
But then again, I think that goes down to our home form,
Yeah.
which we'll get into.
Get into it, yeah. Well, let's start at the top here. Some of the key players for the signs. I obviously mentioned some in my prediction video. I'll pick Brian Mbeumo as a difference maker. He's been United's best player this season. And if there's anyone that can get the better of Van de Ven right now, it's probably a player like Brian Mbeumo. He's up to now 3 or 4 goals Premier League, the assist as well. Probably our best player throughout the season, but also in particular the last few weeks. And well, the form of Van de Ven, you'll probably touch on him at some point and just in general.
Yeah.
But he's been fabulous going forward and defensively. And Spurs of this season, Thomas Frank, a bit more pragmatic, so hard to break down. You need a player like an Mbeumo just to, between the lines, smart sort of turn, drop of the shoulder to get the better of that back line there. So he's going to have a big matchup and a tough day out. But I think if United's going to score the goal, or goals are plural, it's going to have to come through Mbeumo, whether it be in the build-up or the finish. I think he, for me, is probably number one on my list. For you guys, for Spurs, the number one key player
Before I
in this
go on, I
matchup.
just want to say, that's if he gets past the Jed Spence penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get past that first before he gets to
That's
Mickey
what I'm
Van de
saying,
Ven.
it's gotta
That
be
Jed
right.
Spence penitentiary, it's got a few big names in there. So
He's
you know what I'm
keeping track
saying?
as well. He's got a track. He's got a track record. He's keeping them up.
Apart from the winger for Bournemouth, Brooks. That's the only one he couldn't get in there.
Hell of a player, Brooks is there.
But yeah, moving on. My number one, I'm going to go for Xavi. I think Xavi Simons. Obviously, I think we can all agree he hasn't been what we thought he would be so far, and he's still early days, young player, but he shined throughout the week against Copenhagen.
Yeah.
I thought he had a fantastic game, and that came down to us playing a bit more through the lines, through the middle, not going too much passing it out to the side and playing through Xavi, which I think will be crucial for us in this game. I think we just got to get him on the ball more, man. And Thursday we saw what he can do when he's on the ball more, and I think I just want to see more of that. And I think that heavily relies on who plays behind him. And I think that'll be a big one for us to see how he does.
Big squad selection, I think he's definitely with Xavi because he's been similar to Florian Wirtz I mentioned at midweek. He's a player that needs the ball. They need the football, they need the touch, and he's been played out left at times this season. Sometimes playing in the middle, but it felt like Kudus sort of owns different passages. But it felt like at midweek he got the ball, he released the ball. They played through him, and that's a positive. Because I'm big on Xavi. I really rate him.
Yeah, man, it's good assist as well. Not sure you've seen it through over the top to Johnson and. Johnson again, ole. But yeah, man. He's
an X factor, right? He, on a given day, he can
He
tear
gets
that
to
game
goals,
apart.
bro. He gets to goals, man, but now I'm looking forward. I've got a good feeling about Xavi.
Yeah.
I think if we play the lineup I think I want us to play, then I think he'll have a great game.
So we can chuck that at the end. We'll do a line-up prediction at the end as well. My second key player, or key players, I'm going to do a cop out. I'm going to copy the prediction video, Bruno and Casemiro. I think it floats every week for Manchester United. As fans, each week you're like, is this the week that Manu gets to start? But the last few weeks, the joke's been going around I might name my child one game a week Casemiro because this guy's going back to Real Madrid Casemiro. One game a week, his legs are under him. Still, he's only good for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important for us to have the game either won or in the balance after 60. If you guys are ahead after 60 and we've got Ugarte or someone else coming on in that 6, we're in all sorts of trouble. And I mentioned in the prediction video, as much as the balance of midfield at times has been a bit off, there's one thing Tottenham are good at: physicality, breaking the game up. Like, you've got a lot of good 8/6s in there that are physical.
Charley has been brilliant this season.
What a great pickup.
Stuck in all the time.
Always there. And obviously, we mentioned Pat Matasar is just an absolute weapon.
Yeah.
And Bruno is, your lightweight, and Casemiro is a yellow card prone player and someone that can be either A or D in terms of their rating. So big games for those two to stop the transitional movements you guys get, but also match the energy in there. If we're off in the middle, game gone for us. So we only got 2 in the midfield. You guys have 3. Yeah. So that's where the overload comes from. And adjusting, if they're not at their best, especially in the big games, they're at their best versus Liverpool, they're off it versus Forest. You see the difference in results.
Yeah, definitely, especially when it's Forest team that's not really confident at the minute as well. If you have a team like us, I'd say we're fairly confident in front of goal when Mickey van der Ven's in front of it.
Not
but not Richarlison, 100%. Yeah, I feel like that's when you see the difference, but
I think that's a big battle in there. Your second player?
You mentioned him.
Yes.
I'm going to go Pat Matasar, if he plays. He played midweek, and that's how I was saying with Xavi. How he's fantastic, man. And I'm just going to go back to the Europa League final. He's a workhorse, breaks the play up. He wants to win every second ball. He's just one of those that I feel like gives it his 100% every 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's his last game. And that's what I love about Sarr. And he can do more than that as well. Like, he can pass between the lines. Something we've been lacking a lot this season. I saw Jamie Carragher do an interview, I think it was on Monday Night Football. I mean, it was Everton Sunderland, I think it was. Yeah. And there was a stat, and we're the worst for breaking up play through the middle.
Right.
We're like Polinia and Bentancur, especially I think it was Polinia, probably the worst stat for that.
Yeah.
It's harsh saying that because he's been fantastic this season, but for what we need to let Xavi play more, Pat Matasar can do that. He can, pass between the lines. He can find Xavi in them holes where Xavi can turn, look for the runners, and, even drive with the ball himself.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what Sarr needs to bring to that game. And I think depending on who plays in that 8 and 6, if it's, for example, Polinia Sarr or Bentancur Sarr, Sarr's just got to play. If Sarr plays, then I'm confident.
Yeah.
Because at home, we've struggled this season because we've played Polinia and Bentancur and we're sitting back at home. You got to be on the front foot at home. It works away, and we've seen it with Spurs this season. It works away, but it's not going to work at home, and that's why I think Pat Matasar's got to play. I would put Bergvall in, but I'm pretty sure he had like a 2-game ruled out with a concussion.
Yeah, a bit off. Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Sarr.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I guess you team me up then for the technical insight, or the way we should go about the game.
For sure.
For United, definitely a replica of Liverpool. I'd be happy to give you guys 70% of the football. Yeah. We look so much better. And I think United as the club since Fergie have looked so much better counter-attacking. And yes, the fans chuck up a fit again when it's at home at times or when it doesn't look perfect.
As do too.
It's a game, especially like what you said, it teed me up perfectly. You guys at times have struggled in possession. A bit sideways FC, a bit Ødegaard special, one of those ones.
It's literally, bro, what we've been doing is Polinia to Porro to Kudus, pray.
Yeah, and then hope he just skips past 3 people.
But you can't do it all the time.
Exactly. And with a back 5 we've got, with wing-backs that can push on, and with how vulnerable the midfield 2 is, I think we have to sit in again, absorb the pressure, numbers on the football, and then the solution's pretty easy. It's hit a long ball to Sesko, one of the best aerial players in the league, and play off him. Cunha and Bumo, Fernandes as a runner, and get onto my lineup choice. I'd definitely have Dorgu pushing on the left-hand side as well, and play like that. We outplay Liverpool playing that style of football. It's another big game. I guess it's an excuse if you want to give the ball up, play with 35% possession. I just think that covers off our defensive problems in the midfield and the frailty, takes away what you want to do, which is also get at us in the break. Yeah. We see the 4 games last season, you've got so many goals in transition. And then for us, I think we play better up top and we've got clear room ahead of us. Yeah, both teams struggle playing with the football, I feel like, at times. We have an excuse to play counter-attack football on the way from home. So I'm going to go that as being the key sort of build-up for us in that game.
For sure. No, I think kind of what you just said about, I think a big part of it depends how we line up in midfield as well. Because I think, if I said, if we go with Polinia and Bentancur, and, you know, if you play like you did against Liverpool where you can take that possession, that's when I worry. And I'm like, I feel like you might pick us apart and, you know, end up pushing us into making our own mistakes, which has happened a few times this season. Especially at Bournemouth, Wolves, you know, that's what's happened at home. We've had the ball, but when you have such a stagnant midfield and there's, you know, you've got the ball, but you're doing nothing with it, you know, all it takes is for you guys to have a few chances. And, you know, if you're clinical enough on the day, you're going to collect the 3 points. And I really do believe that. Because obviously we can both agree both of our teams are a lot better than last season.
100%.
Especially you guys going forward.
But
yeah, no, that's what I said earlier about Sarr, Polinia. But another one I want to talk on is the left side we have. You know me, a big Jed Spence fan. I love the guy. But I would go with a doggy for this game. Just because it's so predictable having Spence on that left because, you know, he's always cutting in and stuff. But it'll be good to just have that left-footed fullback with Alderbert on the left as well. Because Alderbert, he's one of them players. He's a tricky little player, man. I think you'll see it tomorrow. I've been a big fan. He's been one of my favourite players this season.
Yeah, love it.
Alderbert. And I think you'll see tomorrow why. He's been fantastic. Like, he just goes under the radar a bit. But especially when he's got a doggy behind him, a left-sided, you know, fullback, it'll be a lot easier for him, you know, for the overlaps, to make the runs. It's a bit more, not as predictable, but with Jed Spence, you kind of know what's going to happen all the time. You know what I mean? I think he's a good fullback to bring on left side if, you know, the legs are tired. You know what I mean? But or even knows, I might play him on the right. But Pedro Porro is kind of one of those, he's one of the undroppable.
The locks.
100%, man. But I just think that, and I think Colo Moore, and he's looked very good in his last few games. Confidence is building. I just think he just needs a goal. Because his assist the other day was fantastic as well. I'm not sure if you've seen that one, but he chased the ball down, got it, controlled it in a pressured situation, led it off to Alderbert. And he's looking good, man. He's looking sharp, a lot better than Richarlison. And that's what I'm going to go with. I think, the main point is, like I said earlier, that Sarr has got to be in the midfield. He's got to be in there, or you like collecting the 3 points this year. Bro, I'm honestly telling you, bro, that's what's going to happen.
It's crazy how...
But it's a good chance for us to... Sorry, bro. It's a good chance for us to get that home form going. This is the perfect game to do it.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. We're both so on edge because this game is on such a knife edge. With how our team season's like. I feel like this could start a good run or start a dodgy run for both these two teams with how hot and cold they can get.
The runs are looking tough. Ours is very tough. I'm pretty sure we've got you guys... Arsenal, PSG, and then like another tough game. So
big time. Well, I guess we've sort of, done it, but in terms of lineups, I think we both mentioned it. I'm sick of Delot as a right-footed left back. You're sick of Jed Spence as a right-footed left back. So I'm going Dorgu left wing back. Obviously, Lamin's in goal. I'm going to. It's going to be tough because Maguire is so good in these big games, but I want to go with the speedier and I guess better back three of Yoro, De Ligt and Shaw. And obviously Ahmad for me right wing back, which is, to your point, Odegaard taking on Amad Diallo could be, you could rinse him. So that could be a big matchup to watch. Obviously Bruno and Casemiro midfield, and then the front sort of three pick them. So I think Sesko has to start. I'm sick of a false nine or something
I think he's been all right. I think he's been good as well, man. I think he's been sound. He's young as well, man. And it's a new league. He's only going to grow into it, and he's shown signs already, man.
These German league guys, you need to give them a chance to get their fair. I'm going to Mbumo, Cunha, and I'm going Sesko. So I'm making the change being Dorgu goes in left wing back. I know Amrin doesn't quite trust him, but like you said with Jed Spence, it is so obvious when Delot gets the ball. He can cross with their foot, but it's ending up in 20 rows back into the stand. So I'm going Patrick Dorgu in this game for me.
100%, man. Yeah, I'm going to go with, I want to say the same lineup. The same lineup we played in the Champions League because Kudus, I don't think he's going to play. So it's with Vicario and the back four of Pedro Porro, Adogui, and then Van der Ven and Romero. Now we've got Romero back, which is great. So it's a brilliant back four. That is when they're on their day, they're all fit.
Unbelievable.
Like we saw in the final, like how great our defence was. And then as my holding, I want to go with Benton Cole was really good in the week. He was really good. But then again, Pelini has been so good at just breaking up play just in general and, making those crucial tackles, winning the 50-50s. So I'm going to go with... I'm going to keep it. I'm going to go Benton Cole. I'm going to keep what we did in the week. As much as I love Pelini, can have a rest.
Yeah.
Bentancur,
Yeah.
Pat Matasar,
Obviously.
Johnson on the right, Odegaard on the left, Xavi in the 10, and big man Colo up top. That's what I'm going to go for, man.
It could be
Dane
a battle.
Scarlett winner off the bench. Telling you, his cameo was brilliant the other day.
Was
and
he?
then he come on and then
right.
won a penalty and Richarlison nicked it off him and missed.
Oh, he won the penalty. Okay,
Yeah.
It could be a battle of which new striker makes their mark, I guess, as well. It could be down to that at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true,
You've
man.
got a lot of new players, and those who are at top both need that. Sesko's got a few, but this could be a big goal for him. Obviously, for Colomwani, a big goal at home. That's massive.
Doing
for
the
the
world of
confidence.
wonders, man. Yeah, because our front line this season, to be honest, scoring goals, it's been sticky, man.
Tough,
I think our most goal scorers are probably Polina and Van der Ven. And they're
That's
probably our
that's
most
probably
defensive,
right,
players.
Yeah. All right, that brings us to the prediction then.
Mm-hmm. The big one.
I'll let you go second because
Yeah,
I'm going to stick with my guns because I'm going to go whatever the prediction video. Negative Nancy over here. I am going to go Tottenham 2-1 win.
Oh, you didn't you?
I just think you guys at home versus us, and I'm so worried about the midfield. I am so incredibly worried about how this midfield goes because as much as I understand your comments and criticisms on the midfield, it's the ultimate antidote to our guys because of how physical and how active you guys are. You don't have to be too progressive to get past a Bruno and Casemiro midfield, especially if they're slightly off. For at 100%, different ball game. But I just think if we start slow, you guys get on top, you keep it, you pen us in our own half. I think you guys scored 2. It goes 2-0 and we nick one later on. I just don't see us finding a way back to draw level. I just think you guys, especially with the midweek game, makes a big difference. The confidence in that game.
Sure.
Copenhagen
100%.
are a respectable side in the Champions League. They've gotten some big results recently.
And he was at home as well. And we needed that at home.
That's a double reason why I think, I just back you guys in this game, I'd love to have us get up, but I just think those are too good right now for us.
I'm going to go with, Spurs win.
Yeah.
Which is, it's hard for me to say, to be honest, because of our home form. That's the only reason why, but I feel like you said, midweek, big boost. 3-1, I'm going to go
3-1.
for. I'm going to go for an early goal for Spurs.
Yep.
And then I reckon you guys will peg one back, probably just before half-time.
Yeah, 1-1.
Or maybe the other way around, one of the two. Maybe you might get the early one and me. And then I reckon we'll just grab 2 in quick succession some point in the second half, and then we'll kill off the game the last 20 minutes, bring on Kevin Danso, bit of the repeat of the final. Just sit back and do our thing. But I think, I think we're going to win. Yeah. And I think, like I said, if the lineup's correct, I do feel like we can win very comfortably. Yeah. I really feel like we can, bro. We can be really comfortable with this win. But that's if we play the right lineup.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the key thing, man.
It's honestly that midfield is going to make or break this game for both sides.
Yeah, both sides, 100%.
It's going to be the difference maker because we got finishes on both ends of the park. Xavi Simons, Colomwani, Sesko, Bumo, Cunha. Backline, I think both backlines have been fantastic this season.
Yeah.
It honestly comes down to
yours. It goes very under the radar. I think yours goes very under the radar.
I say it's a lot. De Ligt for me is one of the better centre halves in the league. I think if you look at it over the last 18 months, the injury killed him towards the back end last season. Scored a goal, was in good form, got injured. The final, obviously, and we know about Kuti, Romero, and Van der Ven, and it's going to be 2 great backlines and 2 solid attacks, and then just the midfield just
for sure
flip the coin. There you go. That's our game preview. It's 2 Spurs wins, believe it or not. I'm hoping my negativeness, flips and get a result. But there you go. It's literally going to be the midfield deciding this game. You've heard it here first from 2 fans of the club that watch the club inside out, week in, week out.
Very passionate fans.
Forget Carragher and Neville. It's the best breakdown you'll get this weekend.
And when we talk, it's just ball. Nothing else.
None of that shit.
We don't talk about women. Just football.
Just football. Proper football. As I said, the early kickoff. Never back the early kickoff, but it's going to be a good one. Yeah. It's going to be a massive one there in London. The London United fans will turn up for this one as well.
Yeah, God, anyway, and it'll be packed.
the short 10-minute trip down the road to get Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So, going to be a good one. 2-1 Spurs for me, 3-1 Spurs for you.
Yep.
Cannot wait for this one. I'll wrap it up all Monday in the Premier League review show. But big game. Thanks for jumping on, my man.
Anytime, man.
It's a
pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, United. Please pull through for me. We need this one. With that being said, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Keen for tomorrow's game. We'll see you guys on the podcast or video very, very soon. See you later.